Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Ask Aviator Livestream. I'm here with my guest pre-show host, August. August also happens to be my son. And how old are you, August? 8. He's here to help out with the pre-show, and he brought some stuff to share with us. So what have you brought, August?
A drone.
August is an avid Lego builder, and he has built lots of things out of Legos to share with us this evening. And this is a drone. Tell me more about it.
It's a tiny whoop.
Oh, it's a Lego model of a tiny whoop. Very cool. Very cool. What else do you have here?
Another drone.
Another drone. Oh, and this one has, I don't know much about drones. You're going to have to tell me a little bit more. What's the part that comes in?
I have no idea. Inches.
Okay,
so
but it is.
But
it's May I hold it up?
Uh-huh.
We're gonna hold it like this because it's a little easier to see on the camera. It goes folds in, retractable. Those parts that I don't know.
There's no brand of that. I made that brand.
Okay, this is an August original. Show me something else.
Helicopter.
A helicopter. This is my personal favorite. We were talking about these earlier.
With detachable landing gear.
With detachable landing gear. Do you have a rescue team that goes to get that landing gear later?
Maybe.
Tell me about this part here.
It's a string.
Okay, and what does this string do? Tell me more.
Pick things up.
Okay.
Like this.
Nice. Oh, wait a minute. What is this?
It's Lego Minecraft TNT.
It's Lego Minecraft TNT. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw it here first. I'm a little scared. Very cool.
Okay. Blow it up.
We have encouragement to blow things up. However, hey, Elle, will you go sit with Arthur for a minute? Very cool. Anything else that you'd like to share with us tonight?
More attachments.
More attachments. Very cool. All right, I haven't switched. I'm going to switch over here so we can get some comments going. If you guys have any questions for August here on the pre-show, we welcome them as we get ready. My friend William asks if Eric changed his hair. He looks a little different. Did you change your hair?
No.
No. Oh, cool. Magnets. Very handy. All right. We're going to roll out. Thanks for joining me on the pre-show, babe.
Okay. Now how do we get all this stuff out?
All right, guys.
I'm not sure I have a video.
Hello and welcome to the Ask Aviator podcast, episode number 42. Hope you enjoyed the pre-show. August has been pining. He's been like, I really, really, really want to be on the podcast. And we're like, well, what do you want to talk about? So we're back here in quarantine for another week. And it was just announced tonight that Orlando and many other cities across the nation are also on quarantine. So we don't count in Orlando's space, but we are here. So apologies to all of you guys who've been waiting. Starting late is probably my least favorite thing in the entire world.
Pretty much.
And for whatever reason, everything that has worked in every other podcast, YouTube changed to a new encoding system or control system. And good God, is it terrible? Doesn't work. So I went back and had to dial into the retro system and was able to start up a whole new stream. So again, apologies, guys. Appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, you guys are awesome. Justin sent $10. Wow, thank you, Justin.
Aww.
Says, howdy, Eric. It seems every other year or so, I remember your awesome stories from when you were a kid flying ultralights. Do you plan on getting back into ultralights or sticking with parameters? I still fly pretty much anything that goes up in the air. So Mikey Brown has a beautiful Kolb I need to be flying soon. So I'm looking forward to that. But I'm flying airplanes, flying absolutely everything I can. So I just want to take a few minutes here to say thank you to everyone who's here. We got Craig Taylor, Mark, our Vertical Lines, Derek Trout, Ripman Ride, good to see you. John, Daniel Jones, Dustin Brace, Jay Williams, Dustin Brace again, Derek Trout again, Charlie Walsh. We got Dave from Paramotor Crazy.
Customers.
Andre Chameleon, great to see you. Bill H. Stephen Fletcher. Let's skip to the piano now. Earned of Letter 009er. Starfighter. Guys, what a great crew we have here. Truly appreciate each and every one of y'all being a part of this.
My feather shirt.
Yes, I love the feathered shirt.
It's a great feather shirt. Oh, I have a feather story. I can't wait to hear
Yes,
the feather
I'm intrigued. A feather story. So we've got a lot of folks in the chat. It's very clear to me that you guys are bored out of your minds. Just on a sound off, how many of you guys are currently like locked down? How many of you guys are locked down? Just go, reply with a yes if you're locked down or a no if you're not. I'd love to know what the situation is where you live, because I've talked to people all over the world. Our suppliers in the UK and in Italy, everything's changing. Everything's shifted. So we're watching closures from Viterazzi, from Fellini. We just received word from Ozone that they're still working full blast. So it's kind of a weird time to be alive. But thank God we are, right?
When is it not a weird time to be alive?
That's a solid point. So tonight's show is going to be a lot like last week's show, where we just kind of sit here and talk with you guys, all of our closest friends, actually our only friends, because no one else is around. It's kind of sad. I know. The smallest violin.
Smallest violin.
Jay Williams, no, he works at the post office. Bill filed unemployment for the first time in 43 years. We're still currently paying our employees. We are still doing, it's kind of business as usual in some ways. Like,
Yeah.
the employees are still going to work, but they're alternating hours so that people in the North Complex don't interact with people in the South Complex except where they absolutely have to. The alley is working from home except for 2 hours a day to do receiving. Kate's telecommuting as much as she can, but still handling shipping. Chris is still in the office, but he's in and out of his van. He keeps it pretty quiet and private. The whole North shop, or South shop, our red building, they finished up class on Monday, so all the students went home, and we have a class that ended Friday in Denellen. So now we're just kind of looking toward the next classes, because right now the do not travel, stay in place order for Orlando is till April 9th, and our next class is April 11th. So we've already moved 2 classes forward, and we're hoping that doesn't have to become the case for the 11th, but we're going to sit down and have a conversation with those students. So, but all that said, we thought it'd be kind of fun to make a video for you guys about what life is like at Aviator. So today has been a very, very full day.
Yeah.
We turned a hot tub into a pool.
Yep. We did.
We had multiple dance parties.
Yep. We did.
There were several screen meltdowns.
Yep. There were.
My boy Jamie crushed it, like absolutely crushed it. He's been digging in my yard. I started the project and he is finishing it, putting in plumbing so that we can dump our RV trailer and bus so that we can use it as guest houses for people who need a place to stay, for like my parents and stuff. So right now the bus is my office, and you guys will see that in the video as well. So it's going to be fun. So my plan is right now at the end of this podcast, we're going to premiere that video on YouTube. It's actually uploaded. I got it done at 7:22 tonight, and then ran right over here and got the stream set up and everything ready to go. I thought I failed.
This man, you guys, he worked so hard. He really did. He was like sitting back there behind the computer. I could just hear it like click, 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 click.
I hate things that don't work the way they're intended to.
Yes.
And like, I did everything I could.
You did everything right, and it was an injustice. And
injustice is like the thing that infuriates me the most in the world.
Yep.
Literally is like, if you want to see me as a very happy person, just watch me play Call of Duty on a bad connection. I haven't played video games in years. I've been thinking about buying an Xbox or a PS4 or whatever for this quarantine time. We'll put it in the bus.
That.
You don't have to listen to me scream.
You know, the Harrier still sounds like a vacuum cleaner.
Oh my gosh, that was from freaking Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Which I only played like 56 days of, Sorry, pardon the noises, guys. I'm dragging a chair over so I can I got my feet up now. We're good.
All right.
I feel bad for headphone listeners. Sorry, guys. All right, so we're here. We're
we are.
excited to be here just to hang out with you guys. We want to answer some questions for you. We want to share stories. But this is not just about us. This is about kind of bringing the whole Aviator community together, bringing people together who aren't out there getting to hang out with each other. And, don't hesitate to share any questions you guys might have or thoughts. How about you? Do you have any questions or thoughts?
Where's my chocolate? That's my. Oh, here it is. The burning question of the night.
Hi, Tom.
That's it.
Tom Kubat says, I'll know what he means. I don't know what he means, but I'll take it. So Verticals asks, it must be a year with a live stream. Yeah, actually, this month was our first, a year ago in March, I believe, was our first podcast. So we've done 42 out of, 60 weeks. That's not terrible.
No.
It's better than a lot of other people. So I know I have friends who put on great podcasts and they do them so rarely. It's like, guys, you've been doing a podcast for 3 years and you have 12 episodes and they're so good and they have hundreds of thousands of views. I'm like, you got to do more. Got to do more. Oh, man. Let's see. Just asked the last and only class, Oculus Quest is addictive. Yeah, Mark, we actually had the Oculus in the Lake Wales class here as well, and they were absolutely going bananas. Somebody asked about the KitFox. What's going on with KitFox? So KitFox, thanks to Alex, I have to say, Alexis Montres is a king and a gentleman. He is still going to work every day. And he is taking the time to keep the build going. Yeah. So that's good. By the way, really quick, audio levels. Do we sound good to you guys? Are we good? Yeah, let me know. Huge shout out to Kristen Solano, who's been stepping up big time the last week, too. Good to see you, Kristen. Wish you were here. It's been a whole week. Andy Ferraro says, hey, Eric, new to your channel. I'm registered in your April 25th class. Do you think I'm going to be able to train with you guys? I sure hope so, Anthony. Right now, it looks like the latest update is up till April 9th of quarantine of some kind. So April 25th should be totally golden.
So as of now, absolutely.
Yeah, we're monitoring the situation as closely as we can, quite frankly. And we have a newsletter coming out hopefully tomorrow with some more information of what you can expect because we're still open for business. We're still repairing motors. We're still handling customer service issues. We're still handling warranty issues. We're still shipping parts and orders. In fact, we had quite a rush on orders this last weekend. It was kind of impressive.
Wow. Interesting.
I think people are really excited about flying butt fans instead of thinking about the stock market. I like that plan a lot.
More free time, maybe too.
That may be it.
Not as much at work.
That may be it. Yeah. Let's see.
I'm not hearing anything on. Oh, good. Some people said good. So I'm
the audio says it's good. Awesome. So it means I'm not too loud. She's not too quiet. I'm trying to stay further away from the mic. I have a tendency to eat it. You just watching Ross do his 10 push-ups with his motors on the back. Dang, I saw Tucker do that too. It was impressive. Dave says that he heard today that Sun and Fun and Bad Apples are still on and scheduled as planned. Yes, so both Sun and Fun and Bad Apples are scheduled for May. However, just to let you know, my understanding is that Sun and Fun is making a final decision April 7th. So we'll know April 7th whether or not it will actually happen. So
okay.
Dustin says, you guys got my reserve to me in 2 days. Good, Dustin.
Yay.
Glad to hear it.
Good to have.
Yeah, a reserve is definitely a nice extra investment. Worthy of the time. Let's see. Ray Pierce says, we all play our cards right. Congress will buy us a new paramotor.
That'd be cool. That'd
be awesome. I will encourage you guys. A lot of people have talked about what you can do for small businesses. And as a small business, we operate on a very tight margin. And we're very thankful. We're very blessed for what we've been able to do. But we're always still working to make sure that we can keep our employees paid. And that as we keep adding employees, we went from 4 employees January 1st, 2019 to now I think it's 26. Something like that. And that counts contractors and part-timers and stuff. But it's a lot of people. And so even if you're buying gift cards from your restaurants and that kind of thing, if you think you're going to make investments with us in the future, don't hesitate to buy gift cards from us. We have them on the website. We would love to have your support. It really, really would be great. Vertical Line says, can't find the link on the Aviator page to donate for the all-girls class. I'm going to ask that Kristen puts that on our list for tomorrow, because that's something that has to happen. Leanne's getting all of her gear.
I'm so excited.
I know. I can't wait to release the video. We have video content of Leanne learning to fly. That
What colors are you getting? I need answers.
I can show you, actually.
I have questions.
I have
She
pictures,
can tell me.
but I can show you a picture, and that's even better.
Okay.
It does look pretty good. It's purple, pink, orange, and blue. Ooh, it looks good.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah,
I super like it.
super clean. So Leanne learned to fly this last week, as did AJ's girlfriend Bakina. So we had two females in the class, and then we had
So exciting.
Jane Ellen in 2 classes ago to Ellen. And we've had so many females. We had another gal with a dirty
Loving
mouth.
it.
I can't think of her name, but she was very proud of her dirty mouth. And the first Denellen class, you never met her.
Yes, I
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were there with me.
Why can't I? Oh, if you're watching, I am so sorry.
I saw a girl.
I'm like totally blanking. I want to say Brenda, and that is so wrong.
Oh, it's not. No, it's Ricky.
Ricky, yes.
Ricky. Yep, definitely Ricky. So yeah, Shondor, I can't wait to see Leanne and Derek flying together. It's going to be. I know they have, but we were on lockdown.
Yeah, it's been like technically flying together, but it's different when like you're a student on your first 10 flights in the air and your spouse is hovering nearby but not too nearby, and then when you're actually like flying. We really still haven't done that much flying together because I am so slow because of the safer less experienced gear that I'm gear for less experienced.
It's because she
students
weighs
that fly.
108 pounds.
Well, also okay, we're not gonna
just eat some more chocolate. Eat some more chocolate, and let's talk about it. She's so teeny, so she doesn't have much forward speed. I think I just got smacked. Pretty sure I just got smacked.
Yes, Craig, we're really good about faces. It's the names.
Yeah.
It's the names.
If you want to have your name remembered, do something memorable, like show up with one leg. You know,
do something memorable that rhymes with your name.
That helps. Yeah, that would help.
Like, I have some real bad examples. Well, you go ahead. What were you saying?
First off, hi to James Sullivan from Texas. Good to see you, my friend. It's been a long time. Paramedic Crazy says I should get you a smaller wing and that I should wear a coconut bra. I'm not quite sure what those two things had in common. I will say we have her on the smallest current available Spider, and we would like to get her on a smaller one, but they don't currently manufacture one. So she's just not that fast. I mean, I'm flying a 16-meter free ride, trimmed all the way in. She's trimmed all the way out, and
I'm
probably
totally happy with that. It just is a very we're very unequally yoked in the speed department when we're flying together.
And that's not just
you
in
can literally
flying.
fly circles around me.
Yeah, I was doing that. It's true.
Oh, man.
Bob Garber says, by the way, thanks for keeping up the Tuesday shows with all the stuff going on. We all appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Seriously. I'm very, very glad. Brian says, I walked into a class in session. Eric yelled, "Hey, you! I remembered who you were. Just took me a minute." Oh my gosh. Yeah, Shane has a standout YouTube name. It's true. Never trust a skinny chef, Shane. I love it. William says you should make me fly the Mojo.
Down.
It's true. I mean, I usually do fly the Mojo, but if we're flying together, the weather is really nice, and so I want to fly my Fun Wing because I don't get to fly that often.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
We haven't flown in a while.
I know. I've been like starting to twitch. Oh, I talked to Chris about it today. He said that they're going to take the gear, put it out in the middle of the field. We can take a can of Lysol, and they'll take it out and set it out for us, so we don't have to come near anybody. And then we can just go fly, land, and they'll take the gear back.
That's service.
That's exceptional service. I'm pretty sure he's looking for a raise. Chris, you can already give yourself a raise. You know that. But please not right now. Not until after all this ends.
Timing.
Yeah, the timing is not ideal. Yeah.
Nope. How about some deviled eggs?
Yes, Chris has an
some
affection
deviled
for deviled eggs. I do too, actually. Yeah.
All right. Well, we need to buy eggs.
If we can find eggs.
If we can find eggs.
We haven't bought toilet paper in 3, 4, 5 weeks.
It was the last time it was delivered was like mid-February.
So my brother came by tonight for some toilet paper, and in an odd series of events, he handed me $2,400, and I gave him 4 rolls. I felt like that was fairly fair, right?
It's the going rate right now, right?
It's actually like I'm dead serious. That's what happened. Mind you, I handed him the money first, and then he handed it back to me, and I gave him 4 rolls of toilet paper. But you gotta, if you guys aren't following my brother, Joe at Joe_Farewell on Instagram, you've got to watch his stories. They're hilarious. He had a whole one where he was looking at using a loofah instead of toilet paper. It was pretty raunchy and hilarious. So highly encouraged. But all right, let's see. Toilet paper black market. You know it, dude. We made an Instagram story about it. You know this. Derek wants to know, can I pay for Leanne's gear and rolls? Yeah, the one that you took from us for the motorhome. Punk. That'll be $600 on top.
It's probably still out there.
No, we're just going to charge him $600 more on top. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. Oh, my gosh. Man, Vertical, are you guys using a radio to keep distance? Yeah, basically, we've just been doing our best to be wise about it. You know, we have like Jamie's been working here the last couple of days, and I'll go out and work with him, and I try to stay upwind, you know, not because he stinks, but just trying to be wise, because I have a respiratory issue. I've had asthma since I was a child, and so, you know, I'm at risk per se, and so we've just massively reduced the number of people we see. You know, Catherine came by tonight, and literally I walked behind her and Lysol'd everything she touched. But you know, just trying to minimize the amount of contact possible is crucial. And like, I'll work with Jamie, and I'll use the shovel and whatever that he was using, but then I won't touch my face until I can get inside and wash my hands. And I feel kooky doing it, frankly, but at the same time, it's like, it's just not worth it. Like,
well, and we were talking about this earlier. We've been home, the 5 of us, for over a week now, with really nobody in and out of our home. You know, we're careful with anything that comes in and out of the home, groceries, mail, you know, people who come to deliver, whatever. And so at this point, we've made this investment of a week of our lives quarantining ourselves, and we would feel real dumb.
Yeah.
We would feel like it was a big waste if we just decided, well, everything seems to be fine. So we're in it for the long haul now.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, you know, if we've invested this amount of time and really, you know, not just the time, but really the amount of energy it's taken to stay with the kids all day, every day. For me, where I'm used to leaving with her and then coming home and rescuing her from them, you know, but I never have that away time. So we set up the command center in the RV, and I used it today for the first time. So that was good. We got a ton done. I got a ton done, but like,
yeah, you had a busy day.
We're going through all the small business loans applications, the SBA stuff, because, you know, when you have a payroll as high as ours, because we want to make sure we provide for our team, it's really imperative that we keep it operating capital. And that's why I mentioned the gift cards. And someone asked a great question asking if the gift cards reduce in value after 6 months. No.
Is that a thing?
It is a thing. A lot of places you buy a gift card, and after 6 months, it either is not worth anything, or it reduces 3%, 5% a month.
That's brilliant, but
it's brilliant, but should be illegal.
Bummer.
Yeah, should be illegal. So
no, why would?
Yeah, so if you guys want to buy gift cards, they're on the website. Also, just buy some merch. Pick up some T-shirts and stuff, guys. Like, they look good, and we have them in stock. And help me unload some of my inventory so I can buy more.
In a pinch. They
TP. You should use. I feel like I should say something like, no, you should use like something super for that. I mean, like there's got to be a different T-shirt for that. Oh my gosh.
Reusable TP? I don't know. Okay, let's talk about something else.
Oh my god. So they're talking about Tucker. Actually, Jacqueline's boyfriend tossing the TP from the paramotor. I just want to point out, I did the push-up challenge thing, and the first take didn't go so well, and so the second take, I decided to up the ante, and I did 10 elevated push-ups, which has been a while since I've done that, and
still feeling it?
Yeah, I feel like if I'm massaging my breast, there are reasons, all right, guys? I'm like, I'm so sore. 20 push-ups,
Memory stimulation.
I pulled something.
It's happening.
So I pulled something.
You are so weird.
I
love you.
What's up, Trevi? Good to see you, brother. Mark Rogers, I love my tea. Fly, #fly all the things. Heck yeah, guys. Heck yeah. You guys are awesome. Freaking awesome. Starfight, I just watched my Instagram story. It may have fallen off now, but it's putting your feet up on something high. I used to do it all the way up on the wall and do push-ups elevated, but I used to also do 200-300 push-ups a day. I got old, a little bit.
Yeah.
Shondor says this is Aviator show after dark.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you do this from home. It's kind of like, meh. I was gonna. So actually, let's talk a little bit about guilty pleasures because it's something that's interesting to me. What up, Gabriel Speaks? Oh, my man from another mother.
I bet. Okay, I have a feeling they're sitting on their couch watching, and Sydney's with them. Hi, Sydney. I love you.
Don't break their ears. Oh man, so Gabriel and Sydney are friends of ours from Luke and Krista Gifford's Happy Marriage Club, which is a group that we've been growing immensely through. You guys heard, if you haven't heard Nell's story, Gabriel and Sydney, I encourage you guys to. Episode number 37 is where I think it's 37. Yeah, it's the one where we share the story of your trauma, how you've overcome it through flight, all the struggles and all that stuff, and it was really powerful. We also announced the all-girls class, which Sydney should come to in October.
Oh my gosh.
October 3rd, Sydney.
Yes, girl.
Proceeds are going to support those who have had childhood trauma and sexual abuse, and I'm really excited about it. And we have I think we only have one person registered. So,
yeah.
Girls and men, if you have girls in your life that you want to see fly, you need to make this happen. All right, it needs to happen.
Start talking now.
Start making it happen. And if you start paying now, it's like $40 a week or $20 a week. It's cheap. I don't actually know how much it is, but it's not a lot. So
I can't math that fast.
I can't math at all right now. I've been filling out SBA loans.
We were talking about guilty pleasures.
So during this time of quarantine, there are two options. The first option is what 99% of the world is going to do, and I'm not going to talk about that one yet. The second option is to dive in and look at your long overbuilt to-do list and be like, all right, so we're going to do, for me, it was finishing my book. So I've been working with Jamie's wife, Jane Ellen, who's one of our past students as well. She's an incredible editor and writer, and she helped me finish the final edits on my book. I went through them all. It's freaking done. Guys, my book's done. It's Saturday night. Next week, 1 week from today, we're going to release it to the world.
Wait, what?
1 week from today, where it'll be announced on this podcast, on this live stream, and the goal is to break the Amazon algorithm, because my publisher says that it is a bestseller. He's like, it's a bestseller, it's good to go, and he says that we could be an Amazon bestseller. So I said,
cool.
Okay. So 1 week from now, we're going to be sharing this, and I'm really excited about it. But to dive back into guilty pleasure stuff, what is it stuff that you guys are doing in this time? Like when you have downtime and you're chilling out. I'll start because mine are really ridiculous. As a guy who's not had a console turned on in 5 years, I mean, I used to play Call of Duty professionally. I used to coach. I used to do all sorts of stuff, right? Like I have done a ton of gaming experience. I don't play anymore. I freaking watch people play Fortnite. And I've never played the game, but I find it so entertaining to watch. Like, it is so genuinely entertaining to watch. It's like, I've never played it. I don't even have a gaming PC. I'm not going to play it. But dang it, is it fun to watch. And then the other thing is, and I do this especially when I'm depressed, I always watch trailers. Not depressed, but if I'm down or if I'm like trying to think through something.
You're in a funk. You're like mentally overwhelmed.
I
What's
watch
going on?
every movie trailer that's released that's not horror. Like, every single one, literally. Starfighter, I have beat Woody at COD many a time, but he's also beat me many a time, and we played mainly together when we were playing together. So he and I played a lot of Call of Duty back in the day. But there were so many people who were way better than I was. That's why I went into coaching when I went to competitive, because I was a better coach than I was a player. For sure. I remember it was Black Ops 1, and I was playing with Scump, and I'm sitting there playing with him. We're just scrimming, and I'm like, I've never seen someone that can turn as quickly as he can. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, it's, man. Fletch says that with no moves, he was line dancing last night. That's right, Fletch. We saw that video. We need to share that from Aviator. I'm going to have to do that. Bob Garber says binging Netflix and rewatching the Aviator kiting video like 6 times. We're working on a new version of that. It's not on the current plan, but we're going to have an updated variant of that very soon. I think probably in the next 3 months.
Cool.
So 009 says we make 1,000 piece puzzles on the dining room table with kids. Very nice. Very, very nice. What else, guys? What else are you guys doing that is a guilty pleasure that's fulfilling your need for social interaction? What about you?
Or not even fulfilling, but maybe the lack of constant social interaction is illuminating some areas and where you have space to do other things that aren't social interaction. For me, I'm really honestly having a hard time with it because normally my go-to when I want to do something is to get out of the house and go do something else. And that's just not a wise option right now. Today I went and I climbed a tree. It was great.
She texted me. She's like, I'm walking down to the lake. And I was like, okay. And it's like, the kids are being rough. Okay, got it. Because I was out in the bus editing this video we're going to watch at the end of the stream.
Yep.
And so 20 minutes later, I walked down and where the heck is she? Like, to the point where I pinged your phone to find out if I'd missed you. I thought maybe I'd missed you and you were still in the house, and I like walked through the house but didn't hear you. I was like, oh my gosh.
Nope, I was up in a tree.
Yeah, so she was up in a tree.
I used to climb trees a lot.
So did
when
I.
I was a kid, and I just haven't recently, and it was really nice. It was very peaceful.
Yeah,
so
it was beautiful today. It was peaceful.
Yep.
Hey, my dad's in here. He says he flies to the chalet every morning. All right, Dad, man. I may have to come down and do some flying with you. I am anxious to fly. And I heard from Alex that my RV6 is almost fixed. I had to get the brakes rebuilt, and he rebuilt them. So hopefully I get that going. Out of curiosity, for everybody in the chat right now, I don't even know how many people we have in the call. Let's see. We have 91 watching live right now. Welcome, everybody. What I want to find out is I wanted to find out how many of you guys are past students, because we have an idea, and I haven't decided what night of the week. So I'd love to have your feedback, because I know we have now podcasts almost every night of the week that at least some people listen to. Oh yeah, there's. I mean, you and I listen on Sundays to Dave. We occasionally listen on Thursdays. I think there's something. I don't know. There's a ton. Just a ton. So past students of Aviator family members, and Alliance as well. I think I'm trying to decide how I want to handle that, because my goal with this is to really help influence our past students and do a special live stream for them once a week. So it'll be short. It'll probably be 30 to 40 minutes, and it'll be an educational live stream that's hosted by one of our instructors. So it's something that we've been working on for a while.
That would be cool.
Just kind of refresher courses. So let us know what day of the week would be best, alumni. I'd love to know. Brian says he's aluminum. Not Tuesdays. But let us know, or we could do it earlier on Tuesdays. I don't know. I would just love to know what would be the best timeline for you guys. Keith Barnett just finished the Denellen class. Brother, I am so freaking sad that I didn't get to come hang out with you guys more. This is like the worst timing ever. I apologize. Keith, it was a pleasure to meet you, and I would love to have spent more time. Hopefully we get to fly together very, very soon. Let's see. Phobia, July 2019. Heck yeah, buddy. Good to see you, bud. Leslie, trained at Deltona. Okay. Nice. Guys, we got some good people. So let's see. Monday is a good day for some people. Eric knows my name, Craig told him. Killing me, Brian. Killing me. Wednesday at midnight. PPG Pirate, we're not sure what time it's going to be. This is just because our kids go to bed around 8, so it works out for us to do it at home at 8. But
well, our kids go to bed around 7, and usually by 8, they're probably not coming out of their room many more times before they go to sleep.
Yes.
So,
or by 9.
Yeah. So hopefully everything smooths out, irons out, works out within, everything soon, and we're back to regular podcast style stuff.
Which we do at 6 because we want to honor the employees, because if they're helping host it and stuff, I just feel I feel bad if they have to stay. I feel bad if they have to.
Hours later, but until further notice, until we know what's going on with staying home and all that.
Agreed.
Yeah, 8 for now. But
huge shout out to Jeff Stang. He's in the chat. He says, any day works. Good to see you, brother. Is your truck working yet? He had the worst experience, I tell you.
Gosh. Yes.
He went to Kelly, so now it's going to be better.
Okay.
That's all that matters. What's up, Keith? Team Pandemic, Mark Rogers. Yes, pandemic classes. Gotta love it. My dad is a double alumni. My dad
Is.
foot launch trained.
Are there any other adult double alumni?
Yes, we have one other.
Okay.
Yeah, but Dad, Nick from Washington.
Yes.
Dad foot launch trained and then converted to trike training and then came back for foot launch training again. 6 years later? That's kind of cool, right? So now he's
pretty
flying
cool.
both at 72 years old.
That's awesome.
Freaking baller.
Very, very cool.
Freaking baller. All right. Let's see. No, Starfighter. The tandem training was a different thing altogether. So, all together. Glad to hear it, Jeff. Welcome back to the snowstorm.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Sitting through training twice helps. All right, Derek, let's talk about that some. I'd like for you to type out for us what shifted in you. What did the second round of training help you with? Because I know you trained in November, and then your wife just trained this past week.
So that's pretty close together,
It is.
too.
It
it's
is.
not like it was years of time passage and experience in between.
Well,
so
and
that
the
would be
additional
an
thing-
interesting thing to know.
Like for Dad, like when Dad came and trained the first time, I was teaching with Ryan Shaw, and it was a very different experience. Like you can't even
Totally
relate them,
Yeah.
One to the other. So I would love to hear what your experience was
Yeah,
there, Derek.
for sure.
Please.
Yeah, definitely.
Craig Couch says, whenever is best for you. Guys, I will look into this. I think Mondays might work. I've got to sit down with Chris. It's something we've been talking about forever. And the fact that it hasn't happened yet, now I'm turning the coals, turning the screws, so going from there. Vertical lines, any advantage from side mount / lap mount reserve. Easier to reach for your lap mount, easier to grab and see visually. I love having a flight deck to be able to put your phone on, that kind of thing, put Vario on. Hate everything else about a lap mount. Everything. It is clanky. It's difficult to attach it and detach it when you're getting out of the harness, especially if you have a water landing. I flew with a lap mount for probably 500 to 800 hours, and I have no interest in ever flying with one again, unless I'm free flying or I'm doing hard acro, which I just don't do. And I add a second reserve. But yeah, I really I really recommend the side pouch. The side pouch is, once you practice reaching, grabbing, pulling, throwing, it's very natural. You just follow the straps down, very natural. I highly recommend that. Truly, truly.
Yep.
So yeah, you guys aren't talking enough. What the heck, guys? These guys, it's a quiet. Is it time for us to? This is gonna be the shortest podcast ever.
Shortest podcast ever.
Bubba Frost, what is the best gear for a starter, and how much is the schooling? Bubba, the best gear for training really depends on you. It depends on your skill level. It depends on your aptitude as far as emotional aptitude. If we think you're going to be a dangerous pilot, we're going to always do our best to put you on gear that's going to keep you safer. It depends on your budget. So the gear really doesn't matter because it's not a decision you can make until after your instructors have seen you fly a bit, until after we know what kind of pilot you're going to be. The training itself at Aviator is currently $3,640. There's a lot of past students in the chat. They can tell you if they think it was worth it or not. Right now, our exit surveys, I think it's over 80% of people say they would pay double what we charge, which is an incredibly humbling statistic for us because we keep pouring more and more into the training, hiring more instructors. We just did an employee spotlight or team spotlight on Ari on Sunday. Ari's one of our intern instructors in Denellen, and she is a master's student for education technology. She's helping rebuild our curriculum all over again. So all part of it. Let's see. I'm trying to find this. Sorry, guys. There's a whole bunch. All right. Have I flown the Cubic? No, Matthew, I've not flown the Cubic yet. And if I do, I will never fly it with a bar. Holy crap, that's some scary stuff. Whew. Devin Albrecht, does the Angel Reserve come with all the necessary hardware? No, stock it does not, but we do keep all the hardware in stock. We have probably 150, 200 Malians always in stock. So, Starfighter says yak, yak, yak. Christian Elo, do you have an update on your electric paramotor? That one I'm going to pitch over to Charles, who's also listening. Charles is a local, one of our past Aviator family students, and he has the ball on that. I need some fabrication done, and he is proud to say he's a fabricator, so I just got to see proof. Let's see. Is there a need for an engine size between the Atom 80 and the Most 185? Jamie, I don't know. I would love an Atom 130 with about the power of a Moster, the 10,000 RPMs of the Atom. I think that would be an incredible engine, but it would be so close in weight to the Moster. I'm not sure that it is worth it, quite frankly. But I love how smooth that Atom is. That thing is so unbelievably smooth. Truly is. Derek finally replied. He says, your team is getting more dialed in for sure. To watch was different than to participate, so it could have been me. Once again, 8 new pilots, even with Corona pending, and a shortened course. Cool, man. Glad it was good. Glad it was good. All right.
Yeah.
I'm catching my breath. You read some questions.
All right. But the problem is, a lot of these questions I don't know how to answer, so I'm just reading them.
You can read the question.
Have
I'll
you
answer.
tried out the new Gravity wings?
No, I attempt to only fly wings that I know the designers of, and I have experience with the brand ethos. I know Sean Ryan very well from Gravity. He's a really fabulous person. We have probably spent 10 hours or more on the phone. Most of our conversations are like, hey, I have a quick question, and then 3 hours later we hang up. He's one of those weird people that I could just talk to forever, and I really genuinely like the guy. I have no experience doing business with them, and I don't know the background of their gliders. So that's just me. I genuinely don't know. Yeah. Let's see.
Derek says that his class was a crazy YouTuber class party.
Yes.
Yeah, and it is surprisingly hotter in Florida in mid-March than end of November. Yep, for sure.
No doubt. Jessica Hardy says...
Oh, Jane Ellen's mom.
Oh, hey, Jane Ellen's mama.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
We will say hello.
We'll have to get her down here.
Yes.
For sure. Let's see. We've got a Chevy Gun Photography. What machine are y'all flying now? I am flying a Parajet Maverick with a Parajet Maverick Sport with a Moster 185 Plus. You're flying...
I'm flying a Fly Products Eclipse with an Atom 80.
Which I have to admit, I stole Chris's Eclipse the other day.
Chris's.
And I
nice
flew
too.
it.
I stole Chris's also.
I hadn't
Thanks,
flown an
Chris.
Eclipse in a really long time. It had probably been 8 months, 10 months since I've flown an Eclipse. It's like you're putting on a backpack. It's just like, it's so easy.
There's nothing there.
No, it's so light. I mean, it's 38 pounds, 37 pounds. So pretty tremendous
Not much
stuff.
to it.
Mark Rogers says the Denellen crew are A+++. Shout out to Andrew,
Yay.
Steven, Nicole, Micah, and Ari, and Shop Shuey too. Oh man, Trevi says, are there any Aviator fitness programs in the near future? It's on the list. Trevi, why don't you come down here and help us teach it? Pretty please?
Heyo.
Pretty please? Will make myself very happy. And then a huge shout out to Dave. He gave us a $4.99. Says, thanks for opening your home tonight. Great family, amazing Aviator staff. Aviator's blessed to have who they do. $4.99 for a 4-pack of Charmin. I hate to break it to you.
You can find a 4-pack of Charmin for $5.
I hate to break it to you. As I said earlier in the show, I just sold my brother 4 rolls of toilet paper for $2,400. Actually, he got to take the money home with him too. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Starfighter says Eric is making an exercise video which includes elevated push-ups.
Nice.
Alex Diaz says he flies a Fly Products Rider. Is the Eclipse harness the same? No, it's not.
Nope.
The majority, not the majority, but a large portion of the weight savings in the Eclipse, if not the majority, is in the harness. The harness is much, much smaller. Chevy Gun, is that a Scout company? No, we don't sell Scout. I did import the very first Scout, and I have owned 3 to 5 of them.
Quite a few.
I've had at least 1 Enduro and at least 2 carbons, maybe 3 carbons. Yeah. Dave says my wife does all the shopping, clearly.
I mean, it's kind of an insane world that you couldn't get 4 rolls of toilet paper for $5, but meh. It's a crazy world.
It is indeed. All right.
Yep.
Any other questions from our esteemed guest? Oh, Jim.
Okay, we did talk about this briefly a minute ago. Will our shows be at 8 o'clock from now on? Short answer is probably not. We are doing 8 o'clock while the show is in our home because it is a more workable time for us with kids' bedtime. Long answer. Hopefully, sooner than later, we get it back to regularly scheduled time with the regular staff and everybody at another time.
Jim has some more questions there at the end of that.
I was getting to it. Hold your britches.
Is that a saying we're using now?
Yes. See, you've distracted me and now I can't see it anymore. how do I order a free ride to have it ready for training?
Just PayPal us. It's fine.
Yeah.
Actually, cash. We need you to go ahead and sign the release that says "I will kill myself," and I don't hold you.
So is it a 16 or do they make it smaller than
14,
that?
14,
14.
yeah.
So that's the free ride 14.
Yeah, I think a free ride 14 is the
Cool.
way to go.
All right.
For sure. Oh my goodness, man.
Allie's in the chat. Hi, Allie.
What up, Allie? Good to see you. So, great question from Chevy Gunny. Says, if someone buys a motor and a wing and is a veteran, do they get training for free or a discount? We do work with Resurgence PPG. So, if you are a disabled veteran, they oftentimes do sponsor free trainings. And when we have class spaces available last minute, we try to offer them to Resurgence first. It's one of our highest priorities. We don't currently offer a discount for veterans as much as I'd love to. Our margins just aren't large enough to do so with the staff that we have and the support that we offer. We do have... over the years, we've had quite a number of veterans that work for us. I think the only one right now is Drew, who is a 20-year Marine. Yep. Still a Marine, just a retired Marine. And he's amazing. We love him to death. Yes. We have a couple others, I think, joining the team soon. We had Dan just leave us, who is absolutely phenomenal Army man. So really, really love these guys, and they're just good people. So thank you for your service yet again. I'm sorry we can't do more. I would love to. Genuinely, I would love to. If I shared our numbers with you, our margins with you, people would laugh.
I laugh.
So yeah, it's just a tough balance. Let's see. Vertical lines. I'm thinking of having my equipment sent directly to me since it will take some time for social distance to pass. I'm paid in full. I would recommend that you have it shipped first, simply so that we can go through it and ensure that everything's in there and that you're not missing pieces. But talk to Allie, talk to Kate, and they can let you know. I hear the stream is crashing.
Ruh-roh.
It's working for me. Oh, it is not working.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, we're like all jumping around.
Oh, no.
How did that glass of wine get in my hand?
I don't know.
Mysterious.
Is the stream
it's
back?
It's back.
You guys tell us.
Should I do something weird? Just checking things here. Uh-oh. Again. We're frozen up there.
It's offline. Let's go see if I can fix it.
Okay.
I'm leaving you live.
Okay. So is it only visual or audio also? It currently says. All right, I'm gonna type in here.
Only never too far.
Oh, Craig's couch says it's. Bob Barber says it's back. Derek says it's back. Bill says it's back. Are we back, guys?
I'm gonna swap batteries.
Okay, Eric's gonna swap batteries. But it looks like it's back. Yay! Vertical Line says it's back, but he missed his answer. So the answer to your question was have it shipped here first so that we can go through it, etc. I think Eric's going to correct me if I'm telling you the wrong thing. But check in with Allie or with Kate just to, double check all that. So we are, if you can hear me, we are swapping out the battery. Visual should be back soon. Audio is okay, but sketchy. It's back, but slow. Frame rate is super low. It's laggy. So, all right, we're going to make a couple adjustments here. I had to talk slowly and clearly until we get this sorted out. But any other questions I can work on now? Could I come down? Chevy Gun says, could I come down and see if I could wear a motor for a 180-pound person, or would I have to use trike? I have a bad back. That's a great question that I'm not sure I can answer. Eric, do you have an answer on that, or do you want to wait?
She can do that.
Yes, he says, yes, you can do that. Still getting choppy video, but audio is good.
Working on it.
Yeah, Chevy Gun. We'll be in Florida in May and September. Yeah, come in one of those times. Hopefully by May we should be good to go. Justin says, how long have we been married? We've been married over 10 years now. And how did we meet? We met, our parents knew each other before we were each born. They met in birthing class for Eric's older sister and my older brother. So we've known each other our entire lives. We were in the same homeschool group, the same 4-H group. There was never any interest between the two of us until, about 11 years ago. And Eric came home for Christmas, and we went on a joke date. There is a lot more to the story. This is the short version. We went on a joke date, and we were married 9 months later. So there's that. Okay, yay, fully back, hooray. Audio's okay. Checking in. Most backs get better once you attach a moster. I mean, maybe. All right, video's good. Better now. Shutters every few seconds. Video's improving. We're getting mixed reviews on the video, but I feel like if the audio's okay, we're just going to keep going.
So we have 15 megabit upload here. We have 35 upload. By the way, I'm not peeing for those of you guys listening to the podcast. I'm pouring wine. We have 35 megabit upload at the office. We have 15 megabit upload here. And I am running 4,500 megabit out. I was at 55. And I guess dropping it to 45 might hopefully help. I also dropped our frame rate and a few other things, so hopefully it helps. I apologize, guys. It's not on purpose. This is not a science I am great at. This is why I hire wonderful people who do this stuff for me, except that now we won't let any of them in our home. So
Justin says, who proposed the joke date? He needs to know.
We've told this story before, but we'll tell it again.
I told part of it.
The short version is that I had a 1970 Volkswagen Bug. I was driving up from Southern California to Seattle.
I was living in Florida.
And I posted on Facebook and asked my Facebook friends what color I should paint it as I was restoring it. And she replies and she says, red like your favorite childhood friend's hair. And I went to her profile photo and said, maybe if you look like this when we were growing up.
I mean, and I married this man.
And you replied, what?
I don't remember.
That's the most backhanded compliment I've ever received.
To this day. To this day. So I don't know who proposed. The conversation moved to message after that point. Who proposed the date? I don't even remember.
It was me. I thought you were hot.
Was it you? Well, you know. At least, yeah. Starfighter says he's not familiar with the term joke date. Well, it's not really a well-recognized term.
So, yeah.
No, it was just like hey, you're going to be in town. We're childhood friends. Let's go on a date and like make everybody talk about what might happen. And
yeah, because our community
Because-
was very much homeschool Christian kids. You didn't date, you courted. I was friends with a guy who wrote I Kissed Dating Goodbye, which was a very popular book in our community. It's my phone. It's going banana sandwich.
That's mine too.
Oh, it's both of us. Instagram.
Wah, wah, wah.
And so we decided to go on a date, not on a courting arrangement, just to freak our parents out. I think she was finally feeling rebellious, and I was like always been rebellious. So,
I mean,
oh man, great question from Baba. Was what is the best motor for cross countries? I have to say, yes. The best motor is the one that Craig Taylor said, the one that's running. The actual answer is
just crash.
the crash.
I mean, it's frozen over there, so.
Let's see. Are we live? I have no idea. It crashed again.
Womp womp.
Why is it crashing?
It's just not our night, babe.
It's not our night.
It is not our night.
You guys can hear. Audio's fine. Okay. As long as the audio's fine, guys, that's what matters. You don't have to see us.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
not
probably
that
just gonna
pretty.
keep going.
Just go back to a frame with her face on it and it'll be fine. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. So,
There was a question up here about landing.
real quick, I want to go back to this one. The
yes.
best motor for cross country is, in my opinion, is the Atom. If you're under 210 pounds and you can fly an Atom, that is incredibly efficient motor. I burn between 5.5 and 7 liters an hour on my 185, and I burn 2.5 to 3.5 on the Atom.
Yeah, it burns nothing.
No, it really doesn't.
I mean, I put fuel in like every third, or I put a liter or two in every third or fourth time that I fly. I think I last time I put fuel in, I went up to 5 liters, and it's so heavy. I can't wait until 20 sessions from now when it's at like 3 liters, and it's not as heavy anymore.
It's true. Like, literally,
It's true.
Amelia had flown it, and she put a lot of fuel in it, and I had to one-wheel it back across the airport.
No, well, I got up, and I had checked the fuel level, and I saw that there was plenty without really registering that there was a lot more than I normally fly with. And I got in, and my glide ratio was all screwed up. I was like, my cruise power doesn't work anymore. My cruise power spot, I'm losing altitude. So I felt like I was just like up and down and up and down the whole time. I felt like a noob.
Yeah, you noob.
Well. Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Man. All right, so there were some other questions that were actually really good in here, so we're going to get to those.
Good questions.
Great question from Alex Diaz, Aviator
Yes.
family member in Puerto Rico. Still working on getting better landings. Should I be calling my landings, or what should be my mindset? What do you mean? I have questions. Calling your landings, Alex?
Calling my landings. Yeah. More
detail.
Yeah. Expound. Please.
Please. Jim Sierra 120, how many different paramotors, frames, and engines do students have an opportunity to try? So 2, 4. Currently at Lake Wales, there are 6 different options. In Denellen, there are 5, plus trikes. So there's another 3.
Yeah.
Another 5 options with trikes. So lots and lots of different options that you get to try out.
Lots of options.
For sure. Brent Stevenson, Eric, I remember years ago you had a PC called a Blackbird. My brother has that PC now. It still operates. I turned it into a Hackintosh with a ton of help from my friend Sean Perkins.
Yes.
And a lot of other people. But yeah, the company is defunct. I think they had a falling out. The partners had a falling out. But
That's too bad.
They sold a few computers, which was cool. So let's see. I'm catching up, guys. I'm catching up. Bob Garver, Aviator, need piano play out at the end. I am with you 100%. What we might do is pause this to open the new video at the end, and then we'll do a play out of music afterwards. We'll see. Craig Taylor, 009. I don't know what this question is. Oh, no. Oh, how about the Cosmos 300? The Cosmos 300, I'm expecting a high burn rate, but you don't have to use much power, so it'll be less burn rate. I'm looking for the Cosmos. Cosmo? That is an incredible engine. In fact, I already have a trike here. I just ordered a fly product that's in it. It arrived this past week that is engineless with the expectation of putting a Cosmo on it, because I think it's that important to me to have an engine that I want to support. While the Pliny 250 is a phenomenal engine, we don't have the parts, and I am not interested in stocking $40,000 of the parts for an engine that I don't promote. So, pretty important to me. Oh no, it looks like the stream is gone. Dadgummit, guys. Dadgummit, I don't know what's going on with the stream. I apologize. If the audio is out and things are bad, well, dadgummit. I'm going to check and see if I can hear it at all. Let's see. I'm seeing good audio on my end, guys. Oh, nope, just kidding. It's basically frozen and terrible. Look at that. No. All right, it says it's a long crash. I'll go see if I can restart. Oh, we're back. As soon as I say that, it's like, you're back.
You just need every 15 seconds just say, "Oh, I'll go restart."
Oh, I'll go restart.
Yeah, we just need to do that. That's where we are.
Well, if you listen to the podcast, guys, you'll hear those 3 or 4 minutes that I just